Welcome back to the Heretek Lorekeeper Channel. Today, we delve into the alluring and decadent realm of one of the most seductive and insidious entities in the Warhammer universe, Slaanesh, the Prince of Pleasure. Prepare yourself for an exploration of excess, desire, and the endless pursuit of sensation as we uncover the lore, mythology, and influence of Slaanesh, the chaos god of pleasure, pain, and perfection. From his birth from the excesses of the ancient Eldari to his profound impact on the mortal realms, we will explore how Slaanesh captivates and corrupts those who seek ultimate fulfillment. The origins and nature of Slaanesh. Slaanesh, also known as the Dark Prince, the Lord of Excess, and the Prince of Pleasure, is one of the four major chaos gods in the Warhammer 40,000 and Warhammer Fantasy universes. Slaanesh's domain encompasses the pursuit of pleasure, the indulgence of the senses, and the quest for perfection in all forms. Slaanesh's existence is a relatively recent phenomenon compared to the other chaos gods. Slaanesh was born from the collective hedonism, excess, and decadence of the ancient Eldar civilization. As the Eldari indulged in increasingly debauched and depraved behaviors, their psychic emanations coalesced within the warp, giving rise to Slaanesh. The birth of Slaanesh was so cataclysmic that it caused the fall of the Eldari, creating the Eye of Terror in Warhammer 40,000 and bringing ruin to their once great empire. Slaanesh embodies the concept of excess in its most extreme forms. The Prince of Pleasure thrives on the pursuit of sensation, be it pleasure or pain, and encourages followers to indulge their every desire. Slaanesh's influence is felt in the extremes of human and alien behavior, from the heights of artistic perfection to the depths of sadistic cruelty. This duality of pleasure and pain is central to Slaanesh's nature, as both are seen as paths to transcendence and ultimate fulfillment. Slaanesh's domain, known as the Palace of Pleasure, is a bewildering and opulent landscape of surreal beauty, sensory overload, and unending decadence. It is a place where reality itself is malleable, shaped by the desires and fantasies of those who enter. The Palace of Pleasure is Slaanesh's fortress within the warp. It is a vast labyrinthine structure of impossible architecture, filled with opulent chambers, exquisite gardens, and decadent feasts. The palace is designed to cater to every imaginable desire, offering endless opportunities for indulgence and sensation. However, it is also a place of hidden dangers, as those who succumb to their desires may find themselves trapped in an eternal cycle of longing and fulfillment, never to escape Slaanesh's grasp. The Keepers of Secrets are Slaanesh's most powerful demonic servants, embodying the seductive and manipulative aspects of their master. These towering, androgynous daemons are masters of deception and allure, capable of enthralling their enemies with their beauty and charm. Keepers of Secrets wield powerful psychic abilities and are skilled in both combat and manipulation, making them formidable opponents on the battlefield and in the realm of intrigue. Among the denizens of Slaanesh's realm are the daemonettes, lesser daemons that embody the seductive and deadly nature of their master. Daemonettes are graceful, lithe creatures with clawed hands and alluring forms. They are skilled in both combat and seduction, able to charm and beguile their enemies before striking with lethal precision. Daemonettes are often used as shock troops by Slaanesh, overwhelming their foes with a combination of beauty and brutality. Slaanesh's reach extends far beyond the confines of the warp, infiltrating the material universe through his followers, cults, and the pervasive allure of excess. His presence is felt on countless worlds, and his devotees are driven by an insatiable desire for pleasure, perfection, and power. The cult of Slaanesh rises those who seek to escape the drudgery and limitations of ordinary life. These cultists worship the Prince of Pleasure through acts of hedonism, excess, and the pursuit of perfection. They believe that by indulging their every desire and pushing the boundaries of sensation, they can earn Slaanesh's favor and transcend their mortal limitations. The cult of Slaanesh is a decentralized network of secretive societies, each dedicated to their own unique forms of worship and indulgence. One of the most infamous groups dedicated to Slaanesh in the Warhammer 40,000 universe is the Emperor's Children. Originally one of the Emperor's Space Marine legions, the Emperor's Children fell to Slaanesh's influence during the Horus Heresy. Under the leadership of their Primarch, fulgrim, they embrace the pursuit of perfection and the extremes of sensation. The Emperor's children are known for their exquisite combat skills, their obsession with beauty and perfection, and their capacity for both pleasure and pain. They are the epitome of Slaanesh's creed, seeking to elevate themselves through the pursuit of excess. In the Warhammer Fantasy and Age of Sigmar universes, Slaanesh's influence is most prominently seen among the Hedonites of Slaanesh. These warriors, sorcerers, and daemons are dedicated to spreading Slaanesh's influence across the mortal realms. The Hedonites of Slaanesh revel in excess and indulgence, using their skills in combat and magic to manipulate and dominate their enemies. They are known for their ability to blend beauty and brutality, using both charm and violence to achieve their goals. In conclusion, Slaanesh's origins and nature are deeply intertwined with the concepts of excess, pleasure, and the pursuit of perfection. From the birth of Slaanesh through the decadence of the Eldari to the intricate and opulent realm of the Palace of Pleasure, Slaanesh's influence is felt across the Warhammer universes. As we continue to explore the Prince of Pleasure, he will delve deeper into the ways in which Slaanesh manifests his power, tempts his followers, and shapes the worlds he touches. The realm of Slaanesh and his demonic servants. Slaanesh's domain, known as the Palace of Pleasure, is a breathtaking and disorienting landscape that perfectly embodies the essence of the Dark Prince. It is a realm of surreal beauty, sensory overload, and unending decadence, designed to cater to every imaginable desire and indulgence. However, beneath its alluring exterior lies a treacherous web of deception and eternal longing, where those who succumb to their desires may find themselves forever ensnared by Slaanesh's seductive grasp. The Palace of Pleasure is a vast, labyrinthine structure of impossible architecture. Its opulent chambers, exquisite gardens, and decadent feasts are designed to satisfy even the most extravagant whims. Every corner of this palace is a feast for the senses, with sights, sounds, and scents that can enchant and overwhelm. The air is filled with the melodious strains of unearthly music, the tantalizing aroma of exotic perfumes, and the soft glow of otherworldly lights. Despite its allure, the palace is also a place of hidden dangers. Those who enter may find themselves lost in an endless cycle of longing and fulfillment, unable to escape Slaanesh's control. At the heart of the Palace of Pleasure is the throne room of Slaanesh, a place of unimaginable splendor and excess. Here, Slaanesh holds court, surrounded by the most beautiful and talented souls that the Prince of Pleasure has ensnared. These unfortunate beings are trapped in a state of perpetual ecstasy and torment, forever seeking to please their master while being subjected to the extremes of pleasure and pain. Among the most powerful denizens of Slaanesh's realm are the Keepers of Secrets. These towering, androgynous daemons embody the seductive and manipulative aspects of their master. Keepers of Secrets are masters of deception and allure, able of enthralling their enemies with their beauty and charm. They wield powerful psychic abilities and are skilled in both combat and manipulation, making them formidable opponents on the battlefield and in the realm of intrigue. These daemons are often seen leading Slaanesh's armies, their presence inspiring both fear and desire in equal measure. The Keepers of Secrets are known for their cunning and strategic brilliance. They delight in turning allies against each other, sowing discord and chaos among their enemies. Their psychic abilities allow them to manipulate the thoughts and emotions of those around them, bending them to Slaanesh's will. In combat, Keepers of Secrets are swift and deadly, their lithe forms moving with grace and precision as they strike down their foes with clawed hands and enchanted weapons. Another key component of Slaanesh's demonic legions are the daemonettes. These lesser daemons embody the seductive and deadly nature of their master. Daemonettes are graceful, lithe creatures with clawed hands and alluring forms. They are skilled in both combat and seduction, able to charm and beguile their enemies before striking with lethal precision. Daemonettes are often used as shock troops by Slaanesh, overwhelming their foes with a combination of beauty and brutality. Daemonettes move with an otherworldly grace, their every motion designed to captivate and disarm their enemies. They use their charm to lure foes into a false sense of security before unleashing their deadly claws. On the battlefield, Daemonettes are swift and relentless. Their attacks a flurry of graceful strikes that can cut through armor and flesh with ease. Their presence can sow confusion and discord among enemy ranks, making them a valuable asset in Slaanesh's armies. The Fiends of Slaanesh are another terrifying manifestation of the Prince of Pleasure's power. These grotesque creatures are a fusion of animal and daemon, with lithe bodies, multiple limbs, and elongated ongus that can lash out with incredible speed. Fiends exude a pheromone that can dull the senses of their enemies, making them sluggish and more susceptible to the fiend's attacks. Their agility and ferocity make them fearsome combatants, capable of ripping through even the toughest defenses. The allure of Slaanesh's realm extends beyond its daemonic inhabitants. The Prince of Pleasure's influence can warp reality, creating illusions and fantasies that can ensnare even the strongest minds. Visitors to the Palace of Pleasure may find themselves trapped in a dreamlike state, their deepest desires and fantasies brought to life in vivid detail. These illusions can be almost impossible to distinguish from reality, making escape a daunting challenge. Slaanesh's demonic servants are not only formidable in battle, but also play a crucial role in spreading the Dark Prince's influence throughout the warp and the mortal realms. Through manipulation, seduction, and sheer force, they bring new followers into Slaanesh's fold, ensuring that the Prince of Pleasure's reach continues to expand. In conclusion, the realm of Slaanesh and his demonic servants are a testament to the Dark Prince's seductive and manipulative nature. The Palace of Pleasure, with its opulent beauty and hidden dangers, serves as the perfect embodiment of Slaanesh's domain. The Keepers of Secrets, Daemonettes, and Fiends of Slaanesh are powerful and alluring manifestations of the Prince of Pleasure's will, each playing a vital role in furthering his influence. As we continue our exploration of Slaanesh, we will delve deeper into the ways in which the Dark Prince's followers bring his temptations and gifts into the mortal realms, spreading his creed of excess and indulgence. Slaanesh's influence in the mortal realms. Slaanesh's reach extends far beyond the confines of the warp, infiltrating the material universe through his followers, cults, and the pervasive allure of excess. His presence is felt on unless worlds, and his devotees are driven by an insatiable desire for pleasure, perfection, and power. The mortal realms are fertile ground for Slaanesh's influence, as the inherent desires and ambitions of sentient beings provide a constant source of energy for the Prince of Pleasure. The cult of Slaanesh comprises those who seek to escape the drudgery and limitations of ordinary life. These cultists worship the Prince of Pleasure through acts of hedonism, excess, and the pursuit of perfection. They believe that by indulging their every desire and pushing the boundaries of sensation, they can earn Slaanesh's favor and transcend their mortal limitations. The cult of Slaanesh is a decentralized network of secretive societies, each dedicated to their own unique forms of worship and indulgence. Members of the cult of Slaanesh come from all walks of life. Artists, musicians, and performers are drawn to Slaanesh by their desire to achieve artistic perfection and to experience the highest forms of sensory pleasure. Nobles and aristocrats, bored with the mundane luxuries of their status, seek out the cults for new and thrilling experiences. Even soldiers and warriors, driven by a quest for martial excellence and the thrill of battle, find themselves drawn to the Prince of Pleasure. The cults are known for their elaborate rituals and extravagant gatherings where every whim and desire is catered to, and nothing is considered too extreme or taboo. One of the most infamous groups dedicated to Slaanesh in the Warhammer 40,000 universe is the Emperor's Children. Originally one of the Emperor's Space Marine legions, the Emperor's Children fell to Slaanesh's influence during the Horus Heresy. Under the leadership of their Primarch, Fulgrim, they embraced the pursuit of perfection and the extremes of sensation. The Emperor's Children are known for their exquisite combat skills, their obsession with beauty and perfection, and their capacity for both pleasure and pain. They are the epitome of Slaanesh's creed, seeking to elevate themselves through the pursuit of excess. The Emperor's Children are renowned for their prowess on the battlefield. Their warriors are masters of close combat, their skills honed to perfection through relentless training and the influence of Slaanesh. The Legion's weapons and armor are adorned with intricate designs and luxurious materials, reflecting their obsession with beauty and artistry. However, this pursuit of perfection comes at a cost. The Emperor's children are known for their sadistic tendencies, reveling in the pain and suffering of their enemies. Their ranks are filled with noise marines, warriors who use sonic weaponry to unleash waves of destructive sound, causing both physical and psychological torment to their foes. In the Warhammer Fantasy and Age of Sigmar universes, Slaanesh's influence is most prominently seen among the Hedonites of Slaanesh. These warriors, sorcerers, and daemons are dedicated to spreading Slaanesh's influence across the mortal realms. The Hedonites of Slaanesh revel in excess and indulgence, using their skills in combat and magic to manipulate and dominate their enemies. They are known for their ability to blend beauty and brutality, using both charm and violence to achieve their goals. The Hedonites of Slaanesh are divided into various factions, each with its own focus and approach to worship. The invaders are the frontline warriors, launching daring raids and assaults to spread chaos and destruction in Slaanesh's name. The pretenders are masters of deception and manipulation, using their charm and wit to undermine and control their enemies. The Seekers are driven by an insatiable desire for new experiences and sensations, constantly on the hunt for the next thrill. Each faction plays a crucial role in furthering Slaanesh's influence, their actions guided by the Dark Prince's insidious whispers. Slaanesh's power is also manifested through the temptations and gifts he bestows upon his followers. These are not only tools of pleasure and excess, but also symbols of his favor and the means by which his followers can achieve even greater heights of sensation and perfection. The gifts of Slaanesh often take the form of mutations, enhancements, and magical artifacts. These gifts enhance the recipient's physical and sensory abilities, allowing them to experience pleasure and pain in new and intense ways. However, these gifts can also be dangerous, as they may drive the recipient to ever greater extremes of behavior in their quest for sensation. One of the most iconic weapons associated with Slaanesh is the Lash of Torment. It is a whip that can extend to incredible lengths and strike with the speed of thought. The Lash of Torment inflicts both excruciating pain and exquisite pleasure upon its victims, making it a favored weapon of Slaanesh's champions. It symbolizes the duality of Slaanesh's nature, blending agony and ecstasy into a single, overwhelming experience. The Mark of Slaanesh is a symbol of the Prince of Pleasure's favor, often bestowed upon his most devoted followers. Those who bear the Mark of Slaanesh gain heightened physical and sensory abilities, becoming even more attuned to the pursuit of pleasure and pain. The mark also grants increased resilience and agility, making the bearer a more formidable opponent in combat. To bear the Mark of Slaanesh is to be blessed with the Dark Prince's favor, and to be driven by an insatiable desire for sensation and perfection. Slaanesh's followers are often drawn to their master through the lure of their deepest desires and the promise of fulfillment. These lures can take many forms, from the promise of eternal youth and beauty to the allure of forbidden knowledge and power. Slaanesh is a master of manipulation, using these lures to ensnare the hearts and minds of his followers, drawing them ever deeper into his web of decadence and excess. In conclusion, Slaanesh's influence in the mortal realms is pervasive and insidious. Through his followers, cults, and the gifts he bestows, the Prince of Pleasure spreads his creed of excess, indulgence, and the pursuit of perfection. From the Emperor's children in the 40,000 universe to the Hedonites of Slaanesh in the mortal realms, Slaanesh's followers are driven by their insatiable desires and the promise of transcendence. As we continue our exploration of Slaanesh, we will delve deeper into the philosophy that underpins his allure and the ways in which he has shaped the Warhammer universes. The philosophy and legacy of Slaanesh. Slaanesh's philosophy is centered around the concepts of excess, indulgence, and the pursuit of perfection. Unlike the other Chaos gods, who may have more straightforward or brutal domains, Slaanesh's creed is one of hedonism and sensory exploration. This philosophy has a profound impact on his followers, driving them to seek out new experiences, push the boundaries of sensation, and strive for unattainable perfection. At the heart of Slaanesh's philosophy is the pursuit of perfection. Slaanesh's followers believe that true fulfillment can only be achieved through the relentless pursuit of excellence in all forms. This drive for perfection manifests in various ways, from artistic mastery and musical virtuosity to martial prowess and physical beauty. Slaanesh's devotees strive to attain the highest levels of skill and refinement in their chosen pursuits, believing that by doing so, they can transcend their mortal limitations and achieve a form of divinity. This pursuit is not limited to physical or artistic endeavors, but extends to all aspects of life, including the extremes of pleasure and pain. The embrace of excess is another core tenet of Slaanesh's philosophy. Slaanesh's followers are encouraged to indulge their every desire, to explore the full range of human sensation, and to seek out new and extreme experiences. This hedonistic approach is reflected in the decadent and indulgent nature of Slaanesh's cults, where every whim and desire is catered to, and nothing is considered too extreme or taboo. This embrace of excess is seen as a path to enlightenment, as it allows followers to break free from the constraints of conventional morality and societal norms. Central to Slaanesh's philosophy is the duality of pleasure and pain. Slaanesh's followers believe that true sensation and fulfillment can only be achieved by experiencing both pleasure and pain in their most extreme forms. This belief drives them to seek out experiences that blend these sensations, using pain to heighten pleasure and vice versa. This duality is reflected in the nature of Slaanesh's daemons and champions, who embody both beauty and brutality, charm and violence. The fusion of pleasure and pain is seen as a path to transcendence, as it allows followers to push beyond the limits of ordinary experience and reach new heights of sensation. Slaanesh's influence is deeply embedded in the lore of both Warhammer 40,000 and Warhammer Fantasy. His machinations have shaped countless events and stories across these universes, leaving a lasting legacy of excess and decadence. One of the most significant events in Warhammer 40,000 lore is the fall of the Eldari, during which Slaanesh's birth played a crucial role. The ancient Eldari civilization, once the most advanced and powerful in the galaxy, succumbed to decadence and hedonism. Their excesses reached a tipping point, and the psychic emanations of their depravity coalesced within the warp, giving birth to Slaanesh. The birth of Slaanesh was so cataclysmic that it shattered the Eldari Empire, creating the Eye of Terror and marking the end of their golden age. This event highlighted the seductive and destructive power of Slaanesh and underscored the consequences of unchecked excess. In Warhammer 40,000, the Horus Heresy was a cataclysmic civil war that saw the Emperor's children, under the leadership of Fulgrim, fall to Slaanesh's influence. The Emperor's children, once a proud and noble Space Marine legion, became obsessed with the pursuit of perfection and the extremes of sensation. This obsession led them to embrace Slaanesh's creed, transforming them into one of the most feared and reviled forces in the galaxy. The fall of the Emperor's children highlighted Slaanesh's ability to corrupt even the most disciplined and noble warriors, turning their pursuit of excellence into a path of decadence and ruin. In Warhammer Fantasy, Slaanesh's influence was felt during the apocalyptic events known as the End Times. The followers of Slaanesh, including the Dark Elves and Chaos Warriors, played a significant role in the unfolding chaos, using their skills in combat and manipulation to further their master's goals. Slaanesh's influence during the End Times highlighted the seductive and corrupting nature of his power, as entire civilizations were brought to their knees by the allure of excess and the promise of fulfillment. In the Age of Sigmar, Slaanesh's influence continues to be felt. His followers, the Hedonites of Slaanesh, wage war across the mortal realms, seeking to spread their master's influence and indulge their every desire. The Hedonites of Slaanesh are known for their ability to blend beauty and brutality, using both charm and violence to achieve their goals. Slaanesh's presence in the Age of Sigmar highlights the enduring nature of his creed, as his followers continue to seek out new and extreme experiences in the name of the Dark Prince. Slaanesh's legacy is one of excess, decadence, and the pursuit of sensation. His influence is felt across countless worlds and eras, shaping the course of history in the Warhammer universes. Slaanesh's followers, driven by a desire for pleasure and perfection, have committed acts of great beauty and unspeakable cruelty. The excesses indulged in Slaanesh's name have toppled empires, shattered civilizations, and left a trail of decadence, affode, and corruption in their wake. The symbol of Slaanesh, a stylized circle with a curved arrow, is a powerful emblem of his influence. It represents the endless cycle of desire and fulfillment, as well as the duality of pleasure and pain. This symbol is often displayed by Slaanesh's worshippers, a testament to their devotion and their willingness to indulge their every desire in the name of their master. Slaanesh's ultimate legacy is the concept of the eternal pursuit of sensation, a state of unending desire where every experience is sought out and indulged to its fullest. This vision of eternal pursuit is the ultimate expression of Slaanesh's philosophy, a testament to his belief in the power of excess and the pursuit of perfection. As long as there are beings willing to seek out new and extreme experiences in Slaanesh's name, the eternal pursuit of sensation will continue, and the Prince of Pleasure's influence will endure. In conclusion, Slaanesh's philosophy and legacy are defined by the pursuit of perfection, the embrace of excess, and the duality of pleasure and pain. From the fall of the Eldari to the corrupting influence on the Emperor's children and the Hedonites of Slaanesh, the Prince of Pleasure's creed has left a lasting impact on the Warhammer universes. Slaanesh's followers, driven by their insatiable desires, continue to spread his influence, ensuring that his legacy of excess and indulgence endures. As we reflect on Slaanesh's role in the Warhammer lore, we are reminded of the seductive and destructive power of unchecked desire and the consequences of living a life driven by excess. Conclusion: Slaanesh, the Prince of Pleasure, is a complex and seductive figure in the Warhammer universes. His power, derived from the desires and ambitions of sentient beings, is both alluring and terrifying. Through his followers, temptations, and the endless pursuit of sensation, Slaanesh's influence is felt across countless worlds, embodying the extremes of plea, sure, and pain. His legacy of excess and decadence has toppled empires and corrupted even the most disciplined warriors, leaving a trail of beauty and ruin in his wake. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the lore of Slaanesh. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all things Warhammer. Leave a comment below on what topic you'd like us to cover next. Until next time, stay vigilant, and may the Emperor protect.